This is the story of a man who would be king and the city that embraced him. Joshua Norton was a well-known merchant here in San Francisco who lost it all one day and disappeared the next. Eventually, he turned up again in 1859 at the San Francisco Bulletin. Norton was a changed man. He published this decree: at the peremptory request and desire of a large majority of citizens of these United States, I, Joshua Abraham Norton, declare and proclaim myself Emperor of these United States. The people of San Francisco loved him and immediately took their shabby new emperor to heart. Wherever he went, Norton now found people bowing down before him, and he rather liked it. Every afternoon, he would leave his grand imperial palace, actually a cheap flop house right here on Commercial Street, and walk among his subjects. For longer inspections, he would jump on his bicycle, weaving precariously in and out of the streetcars and wagons with his dogs barking in hot pursuit. Emperor Norton was treated like royalty everywhere. He had the best seats at the theaters and ate for free at all the best restaurants. He renamed the San Francisco Police Department Norton's Imperial Constabulary and proudly led their annual parade. To finance the empire, Norton levied his own taxes, but they were so low, nobody minded when he came to collect. He even printed his own banknotes, which everyone accepted as legal tender, and whenever his official regalia started to look too dirty or threadbare, the city fathers would pay for a brand new uniform. However, Norton was no freeloader. He took his responsibilities to San Francisco seriously. He rode the streetcars to ensure they ran on time and issued a number of imperial decrees which the papers published. He called for bridges to be built, joining San Francisco to Oakland and Sausalito. 60 years later, they were, and a plaque marked Emperor Norton's contribution. As Emperor of the United States, he dissolved Democrat and Republican parties and even dismissed Abraham Lincoln. He wrote Lincoln forgiving him and suggested that he should marry Britain's Queen Victoria to cement the alliance between the two nations. He then changed his mind and suggested that Victoria should marry him instead. For 20 years, Emperor Norton reigned supreme in San Francisco, dining like a king, living for free, and being welcomed wherever he went. When he died in 1880, flags hung at half-mast, and 30,000 San Franciscans turned out for his funeral. Over a century later, the people of San Francisco still have fond memories of their one and only emperor, particularly here at the Brook Hill Hotel, where Norton dined frequently. Renamed Malloy's, it is a shrine to the emperor. The Clampers, an old mining organization from the days of the gold rush, have adopted Norton as one of their own, paying for his new grave in Colma when the whole of the city cemetery was moved early this century. Why are they so proud of him?
He was very much ahead of his time. He worried about the poor Chinese and the blacks and the minorities that were taken advantage of. He was, as I say, not liked but loved by all the citizens of San Francisco.
Every year at his grave, the Clampers host an elaborate ceremony with a marching band, a choir, and speeches made in tribute. Joshua Abraham Norton, self-proclaimed Emperor of America, is still very much loved. Hardly surprising, he never started any wars, raised any taxes, and everyone in the city was his friend. What emperor in the world ever did so well? It's strange, real strange.